be over quick. Pedro Carvalho moves to the Elite Eight. Pitbull has done it. Makes Bellator history.
Presenting Patrício.
Both keep themselves composed during the start of this fight.
Chandler talked about the fact that we promoted as bad blood, hyping the fight up. He says bad blood in between blood. He says there will be blood, and it will be at the expense of Patrício Pitbull tonight. But it's all business for Michael Chandler.
Well, when you look at this as a whole, what does Michael Chandler have to win? His title is the one that's on the line. It's not Patrício's. Patrício is the guy, he's the lighter fighter. Michael Chandler is supposed to win this fight, but that is just easy to say and a lot harder to do.
You've watched MMA, right?
A couple times.
The unpredictable. Chandler gets rocked by Patrício Pitbull. You talk about unpredictable. The referee has intervened, and Patrício Pitbull has done it. Makes Bellator history.
This shot, watch the shot. It goes right behind his ear. Boom. That happened to Cain Velasquez against Junior Dos Santos. Look at him go down. He sees the shot.
Misses.
He starts to duck. Look at what he does. Nothing. All of a sudden he wakes back up. And you could look and say, was he out?
Was he out? Exactly.
It's hard to tell. But that shot definitely disrupts him, puts him down, and he is hurt. He misses with that follow-up shot, but he's right here. There's no response. No response until the referee comes in and you see him come up, because Michael doesn't move until that referee comes in, and they come in and his movement is at the same time.
To be debated, but let's not take away from the fact that Patrício Pitbull joins Ryan Bader as the first simultaneous two-division champion.
Blue gloves for Pedro Carvalho. Bellator debut, as I mentioned, for Vitali.
Nice kick right across the midsection by Carvalho. I was so impressed with Pedro Carvalho in his debut at Bellator against Danny Crawford, who is an incredible fighter, very skilled, very athletic. Pedro Carvalho just wore him out. He's got a tight guillotine right here. He's got a chance of this working. It is tight, and I don't see the right defense. He's gonna end up going out. It's done. Take a look at this guillotine here. When the legs are activated, he's stretching out and being able to pull on that neck. There's an incredible amount of pressure. You see what Luca Vitali's doing, but pulling him away is actually tightening the choke. This is not the way we'd want someone to try to break this, because it's not gonna help you. You're trying to use that framing, it's not gonna work in here. You need to crunch the space.
Getting a lot of head movement from Weichel thus far. Making himself a hard target. Also changing it up. Oh, good right hand! Weichel now looking to pounce. Big hammer fist from Weichel. Cleve trying to stay in it, but he is hurt, Sean. Weichel looking to take the back. Now thinking rear naked choke to finish, and that's tight. He's got it. And then there's the tap. The submission set up on the punch, and just like that, Daniel Weichel is through to the featherweight tournament semi. This right hand, bang, right on the chin. And once he got him down on the ground, you see here, doesn't even have the hooks in, only has one, but look at how tight that rear naked is. So much pressure.
Sicilia from behind. Trying to power, trying to muscle Sicilia down to the ground. Now looking for the standing arm triangle choke. Here's Emmanuel Sanchez.
I'm telling you right now, look at it. If he gets that tight, he can put him out standing up.
Standing arm triangle choke being employed.
It is tight.
Emmanuel
See it on
Sanchez.
Sicilia's face.
3 consecutive submissions to kick off Bellator 198. Are we on the verge of seeing the 4th?
That pressure with the legs and being able to extend his body back is only going to make the choke down.
It's over! 4 first-round submission finishes at Bellator 198.
The position all of a sudden gets his head right behind, sinks in an actual head and arm choke, brings the hand over the top. Sam is stuck in this position, but if he stays on his feet, He has the ability to keep a pressure that he can still keep one side open and not get choked out. When you see Emmanuel go to the ground and utilize his legs create that difference. It creates a pressure where you can push back, it makes the choke tighter, and Sicilia has to tap out or he's gonna go out. Wow! Jiu-Jitsu! And that's what you can do from the top position. You can create those instances where, yeah, you've been hit with these slaps and these open palm strikes, but those are more to aggravate and just make you move, where that elbow causes damage, and that's what the judges are looking at. Looking for a Darce choke here.
Remember,
getting that in place.
Never been submitted. 29th pro fight.
He's almost got that in position. Rickels has got his arm up where it should, and that use of that leg. Yep.
It is all over! Amosov the first to submit the caveman!
Just getting that position. Now he slides it, gets the hand to the elbow, and now he's got that crank. It's tight, it's pushing Dave Rickels' head down into that arm once he claps it on, but that leg position is also what's creating that squeeze. Look at the position of Rickels' head. He is being choked. That forearm is against his carotid. There's nothing he can do. That's the
Amosov with his first finish as a Bellator fighter.
teaches someone how to put up with difficult and uncomfortable situations. It is a grind, and if you can get through the grind of wrestling, you're a tough person.
Embrace the grind, dictate where the fight takes place, looking for the mount. Yeah. Once again, a barrage of ground and pound by Storley.
You got to be very impressed with what Logan Storley is bringing to this fight. He has been putting a whooping on AJ Matthews, and he is not stopping.
These are big shots.
They are. Big elbow right there, Mike. You know that elbow coming down with all that weight, that hurts.
Yeah, AJ's in big trouble.
He is in deep trouble.
This could be it. Jason Herzog right on top of the action.
He's trying to get it.
It's all over! Logan Storley!
The heavy elbow strikes, those are hurting. Logan Storley is opening up, going after AJ. AJ is doing nothing but trying to defend those shots. He can't stop them, and that's why Jason Herzog finally comes in and puts an end to this contest. Knock you out just isn't there.
Dictate where the fight takes place. And Pico looking very... Oh! It's over! It is all over! Just like that!
This, boom, cuffed him. Didn't even land with the punch. It was more of the forearm, Josh, but it landed straight across. You've been hit with shots that are similar across your neck. You know exactly what that's like. You just lose the ability to control your body.
Yeah, it's called lights out, but it's just your whole body just shuts down. Your eyes can still be open and you can still be awake, but your body is not moving.
And that just shows the power that Aaron Pico possesses with his hands. We've all known it. Working with Wild Card and everything, we've always known he's got the power.
She won both of those contests, and she's very durable. I think the real question that Padilla is going to have is, can she keep up with the endurance of Keri Melendez?
She told us she gets more nervous for jiu-jitsu tournaments, but
Ref, get in there,
it's done. And maybe nerves could be a good thing.
One-shot power. You talk about her kickboxing experience. I know when to put it behind a punch.
He steps in. Keri here with the setup jab, comes right across with the cross, and Padilla just had nowhere to go.
You look at her eyes on her butt. She is completely out. I like the follow-up here. Look at here. She steps in, bang, and then Melendez is all over her with the ground and pound, icing on the cake. Great finishing instincts.
She doesn't want to hang out there, though, and start losing the position.
I love the look on Ava Knight's face right now. She's relaxed. Yep. She's not worrying, but she cannot make big mistakes from this position. She needs to understand it's doing things technically right that will get you out. Right now you can see an Americana attempt by Emilee King. She talked about, I love to hunt for submissions, and that's what she's doing right now.
Her ground game, she calls her biggest asset as she gets the mount. Now looks for the finish.
We saw in her first fight, though. She fought out of a lot of these type of positions, able to get on top and land the knockout.
She's going to get in the top position right here.
She said she learned the mistake from last time. I still see it though. She's hanging out in that position. She needs to back out and get away and continue to stay on her feet.
Give some credit to Emilee King here. Opened her professional career with 3 setbacks. She has won her last 3 fights as she makes her Bellator debut tonight. 2 of those wins, John, by submission. Got a hook in.
Right now, Emilee King is playing her game. Ava is only defending. She keeps on getting put into bad positions right here. You can only fight off so many submissions.
That's around the neck, and it's in deep. She's got to reach back to the head.
That is deep trouble. She's going to end up going to sleep.
It's all over! Just like that!
Now she hooks inside with her left leg, brings the other hook over, and now starts to flatten her out. Look at the pressure coming down with the hips. And then that squeeze, and I give it to Ava Knight. She did not tap. You can see she's trying to put up with it. It's going to sleep time.
Wiggle that arm, wiggle that arm, wiggle that arm free.
Couple of rear naked chokes.
Beautiful neon belly.
Officially, forearm choke if you want to talk about it. I know John would rather see it publicly.
Make him turn.
Choke.
There you go, make him turn. Move.
This is what we saw at the beginning.
Pick
We'll
your
probably
shot.
at the end of
Pick your
round
shot.
1, 2 guys.
Bridge and strip.
Give wrap and
Move right, move right, move right.
And Will Smith.
Move right. Get to it.
A little bit of
Move
difference
right.
in the leg position, but this is what made Rickels Gracie who he was. He loved this position and would just gift wrap you and just pound you until you had to tap.
He wants to turn. Let him go.
Nice. Get your arm free. Let's move. Let's move.
Minute and a half, Lucas.
Bridge. Let's move. Bridge and get that leg on the other side. Get half guard.
What I'd like to see, I'd like to see.
Keep going. Turn belly. Belly.
Let's get his back.
Belly. He's got no hips.
Because it'll actually give room for Will Smith to turn his back.
Turn the other way.
Elbow.
Trouble now.
Elbow.
Keep moving.
There he goes.
Don't give
Heavy hips.
Good. Shrimp hard and go to your back. Shrimp hard and go to your back.
All of the shots,
Shrimp hard and go to your
the
back.
best one Lucas threw was the body shot. And that started
Hard and go to
opening
your
things
back.
up.
Hey, let's push that arm over his head.
Shrimp and go to your back.
Allowing
Shrimp
his
and go to your
Let's get
back.
let's get
move.
that elbow off his face.
Let's move.
Horrible position.
Good job.
Try to block with the one hand.
It's all over.
Fucking
Lucas Brennan the first to stop Will Smith, a second round TKO finish.
Gets almost to the full mount. This gift wrap is it was the difference maker in the fight, Josh. He kept on getting that arm across. He landed big elbows, big shots. Nothing that Will Smith could do. That's a problem. And again, you saw Gabriel bringing his feet close to his opponent, crushing the space instead of, I know where I want to put my feet, and I put my hand out, I get that post, and swing with one arm.
Taylor got shut down by that body shot for a moment. He's in trouble here.
Until you have experienced that.
It is all over. Gabriel Varga, victorious.
Brings him back down. Flying knee comes up. Just a beautiful ending by Gabriel Varga, putting it on him.
Was more calm and more relaxed. Could have wrestled more, and a nice job done by Oscar Vera.
Very nice job of getting up off of the ground, out of that mount. He used the balance point of the cage is what got him to that position. And hey, that's part of using your environment. That's smart fighting, and now he's in a good position in the guard of Khonry Gracie.
Khonry 1-1.
Going for the armbar, Mike. It's in there.
Can he get it right? It is all over!
Khonry taking his leg, bringing it up high, controlling that head position, and sliding his legs over. Now he's got that arm deep. He's putting a lot of pressure on that elbow. The hips are engaged on that. That is a tight arm bar. That is painful, and that's why Oscar Vera had no choice other than to tap. His arm is getting torqued backwards, hyperextended. There's a lot of pressure right there. Nice submission win by Khonry Gracie.